Morning everyone, welcome to 45-minute Fit Flow. I'm Chrissy, for those of you that don't know me personally or e-personally. Yes, it's going to be quite a sweaty class, so if you haven't already, then please grab some water and maybe grab a face towel because you may need it. If you are drinking water throughout the class, try and avoid glugging it because it will just make you feel sick. Just take little bits of sips. We're going to be doing quite a lot of work on a little bit of cardio, a little bit of strength work. It's like a mini condensed yoga slash HIIT class, all right? So we're going to get sweaty quite quick. It's quite a commute from the bedroom to here, so it will wake you up. Please, if anyone has got any injuries or anything that you want me to be aware of, then just pop it into the comments now and I'll address you. Most important of all, you're at home, so you can choose to, come back to the video later on if it's a little bit too much for you now. Don't over exert yourself. It is quite an intense class, but it's suitable for all, so I do offer modifications for everyone. Most of all, try and enjoy, and yes, we'll begin. So we're going to begin laying down on our mats, and then just begin to extend the left leg along the mat, draw the right knee towards the chest, and then just begin to open through the ankle, taking some circles with the ankle and the foot in one direction. Circling it, just begin to open and stretch through the back of the leg. And then from here, we begin to extend the leg up towards the sky. You can hold on to the back of the calf, the back of the hamstring. If you're feeling quite open and super flexible this morning, you can grab a hold of the big toe with a peace finger and the thumb. But first thing in the morning, you're probably not going to feel super stretchy or bendy. If anything, you'd be wanting to go back to bed. The hamstrings are going to feel pretty tight. Same with the hips and the knees. Just do the best that you can. Stretching from the back of the Achilles all the way up to the top of the glute. From here, we're going to take a nice gentle twist, just taking the leg all the way over to the left, shifting your gaze, cactus in the arm out towards the right. And you can choose to have the leg bent, or you can keep it straight, whichever one works for you, whichever one feels a little bit more cozy. Just beginning to get that lactic acid, getting the synovial fluid moving through the joints, getting us nice and prepared. And then drawing yourself back through to center. We'll switch sides, extending the right leg, drawing the left knee into the chest, and again, just begin to circle the ankle in one direction. Maybe noticing any clicks. And then beginning to extend the leg up towards the sky. Again, hold on to wherever it is that feels accessible. My hamstrings are awful first thing in the morning, or any time of the day really, so don't worry about what my practice looks like if a lot of you are watching the screen a little bit unsure of what to do. Try and embed it so that the practice becomes your own. Breathe. And then again, just begin to twist, taking the leg all the way over to the right, shifting the gaze over to the left this time, maybe taking the left arm alongside the mat with you. If you do have Ujjayi practice, Ujjayi pranayama in your practice, feel free to embed that. Otherwise, it's a fit flow, so it's not really yoga. Just try and keep the in-breaths and the out-breaths quite equal and controlled. Drawing yourself back through to center. Hold both knees into the chest, give yourself a little rock from side to side. And we're going to begin with 5 rounds of ab exercises. So they're going to really start to feel the burn quite quickly. All right, we'll take a short break in between them. First one, we're interlacing the fingers behind the head and the neck, lifting the head and neck off the ground, connecting right elbow to left knee, and then we're twisting over to the opposite side, okay? So right elbow across to the left, and then you're twisting. And try and think not about the speed that you're going at, but more about the integrity of the twist. So less reps, but deeper twists are actually going to help you and make you feel the burn a lot quicker. You'll feel a lot more of a benefit. You've got to bear with me, guys. You know, it's first thing in the morning. I feel a little bit rusty. Keep breathing with the breath, obviously. Duh. Oh, keep breathing with the breath. Keep it going. That's it. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Lower yourself down. Maybe give the knees a little hug in towards the chest. Finding your breath. So a lot of these ab exercises as well, when you take a twist or when you come up, you want to think about taking your exhale as you come up rather than an inhale, because you want the abs to be contracted. Okay, second round, different exercise. Again, interlacing the fingers behind the head and the neck, and we're extending the legs to the sky. Holding here for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lower the legs halfway down for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6. The lower you go, the harder. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Drawing the legs back to the sky for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lowers down. 10, 9, 8, 7. Can you go a little lower? 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Back to the sky. Feel the lower back pressed into the mat for 3, 2, 1. Lower yourself down. Think about the lower back. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Last round, guys. You can do it for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lower yourself down. 10, 9, 8, 7. Don't hold the breath. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good job. Draw the knees into the chest. Give yourself a little rock from side to side. Let it go. Whew. Starting to build up that prana. Okay, second exercise. Keeping the knees into the chest. They're little thrusts. So we're going to keep your hands nice and flat either side of the mat, either side of the hips. And we're just going to take little lifts. So if you're new, then just watch. We're just going to begin to lift the hips a slight amount, okay? So often we'll see quite a lot of people doing this all the way back like they're doing a roly-poly. You just want to bring the sit bones off the ground, bringing and lifting the tailbone up slightly. It's not a massive lift, okay? So glue your hands down and just begin to take your little pulses, drawing the knees into the chest. It's just the lower back that lifts off the ground. The very, very low back. And again, just think about the breath. We're really targeting the rectus abdominis. Those deep muscles right into the core. Classic six-pack, they would say. And you know, when we have a strong core, the whole of our practice is going to be nice and strong, nice and grounded. Because we have that foundation. The core, you know, it affects everything. Balance, your inversions, even like your warriors, anything like that. It will all be affected. Once you have a strong core, you've got your strong legs, your strong glutes, nice, strong and healthy back. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Give yourself a little rest. Maybe this time you just want to draw the knees from side to side. Massage it out. So we've got 2 more exercises. Think about the breath. Second one, you're just going to imagine you're coming into a little bridge. If you can tickle the heels, then walk the feet slightly forwards. We're not going to be lifting the hips, don't worry. We're lifting the head and the neck, and we're going to reach back and tap the ankles with the hands. So it's just a slight movement, tapping from side to side. So here we're going to really target through the side obliques. If the head and the neck gets tired, unfortunately there isn't a lot I can do about it. Mine gets really tired as well. Hence why I've got plaits in, because it just gets really heavy with the hair. But try and think about lifting from the core. This is the only sort of advice I've been giving myself and been working with. So instead of putting all the pressure into the head and the neck, lift from the core. breathe. So it's tiny, tiny movements, and you know, you'll really feel the burn quite quickly. And if you're finding it too easy, then keep moving the ankles slightly away. Find the breath. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Draw the knees into the chest. Give yourself a little rock from side to side. And then for our final exercise, we're just going to take 2 or 3 rocks up and down the spine. Nice and buoyancy. Find a little bit of a rock. Then on your third rock, we're going to sit and lift our way up into Navasana, our boat pose. If you're feeling tired and you've not got the whole energy, you know, to stay lifted with the legs extended, then keep the toes onto the mat. Wherever you are, we're bringing the hands in towards our heart center, and then we're going to begin to twist all the way over to the right, and then shift it all the way over to the left. So again, you can keep the legs lifted or bent. Keep the chest lifted. It's the same motion in the chest as your chaturanga. So imagine that you're taking that slight back bend, but only with the upper back. Keep twisting, twist, twist, twist. Great thing about online classes, I get all the work as well. You know, I can't torture my students, making them, you know, walking around the class. That's it, press into my hand. Move your back foot like this or whatever. I have to put in the hard work. It's making me so fit and healthy. Whew! Jeez. Thank you, MoreYoga. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Awesome job. Roll over onto your hands and the knees, and we're going to arrive into a tabletop position. Just be mindful, obviously, when you take your cat and cows, that when you've taken deep abdominal work like so, you may feel a little bit sick when you start to go into a back bend, so just be mindful. Shoulders are stacked on top of the wrists, hips are stacked on top of the knees. And just begin to take some gentle cat and cows, arching through the spine, rounding the back. You know, take as many reps as you need to. And if it doesn't serve you to stay with your cat and cows, then you can take circles into the wrists, you can take it into child's pose, whatever it is that you need to be at, please be there. Try and embed the practice so it becomes your own. A few more reps. And then arrive back through to center. We're going to start to engage through the trapezius. So, and the lats, the latissimus dorsi, the largest muscle on the back. Staying in your tabletop, begin to dome through the upper back, super, super strong. And we're just going to take some dips through the shoulder blades. So keep the arms nice and active, nice and strong, nice and straight. And just begin to dip through the top of the shoulders, okay? So it's, imagine you're like a chicken head. Just the head and the shoulders are dropping down. What we commonly see in practice is a lot of people's hips dipping as well. So you want to avoid that. Try and keep the hips stacked. Try and keep the shoulders stabilized. Nice and strong. So the trapezius and the lats are the two main muscles used in pull-ups. So if any of you, go to the gym or anything like that, these are the two muscles that you're going to be using the most. So we are going to be doing a lot of push and pull action today. All right. From here, come back through to center, tuck the toes under, and then begin to hover the knees off the ground. Go as low as you can for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Extending your hips up and back into your first downward facing dog. For this first downward dog, feel free to move in any way that you wish. Bending one knee, bending another, wiggling the hips from side to side. Really start to tune into where the body is feeling. And then begin to take your tiptoe steps all the way to the top of the mat. As many rounds as you need to get there. I'm not judging you. Often the biggest judge is ourselves. When you do arrive, maybe you take a generous bend into the knees and allow yourself to rock from side to side. Just noticing and observing the weight of the body in correspondence with gravity. Releasing the hands down and then begin to peel yourself all the way up. Just relish this moment because, it is going to get quite sweaty quite quick. And then we arrive at the top of the mat. To begin with, just begin to draw the shoulders up and away from the ears. Taking some circles, drawing the shoulders up and away. If you've been, sat on your desk at home throughout this, God knows how many days in the Big Brother house we're in, I forget, I don't even know what day of the week it is anymore. But back to my point, if you have been sat down quite a lot or at work or whatever, then the muscles around the head and the neck, they're going to get really tired and weak. So it's really important to strengthen them. Okay. Reverse the circles if you haven't already. And then we're going to start, as I said previously, we are going to be working with the trapezius quite a lot. So begin to extend the hands out in front. Try and keep the hands and the shoulders in line with one another, and then begin to open and close the fists. Okay, so at first you might think, what the hell is this? What's it doing? If you have got bigger goals, or you are into the gym and that sort of thing, and you've been going to the gym prior to the lockdown, then this is a good strengthener for your forearms. If you haven't been going to the gym, it's a great strengthener for the forearms, for your inversions, your headstands, your pinches, that sort of thing. The first time I was introduced to it, I actually thought to myself, what the hell is this? But we're just going to keep it going for a little while. And caution of the time, don't worry, we're trying to condense everything all in one. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale, take the arms up and overhead. Exhale, melt down, belly to thighs, Uttanasana. Inhale, peeling your heart forwards. Exhale, plant your hands down, step back to a high plank. We're holding nice and strong. So you really want nice, strong foundations through the hands. If you're not sure about your high plank or whether you're doing it right, I just want you to all to stick the bum in the air like so, and then just wrap the bum back in. Protraction of the shoulder blades for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We're going to do 3 push-ups. If you can't do a push-up, drop down to the knees, cross the ankles, but keep everything in one long line. Avoid the bum sticking out. You've got this, guys. Let's do it. Exhale, lowers down, and push back up for 1. Lowers down, use the breath, pushing back up, that's 2. Exhale, lower, and then lifting back for 3. Good job. Exhale, lower halfway down, hold for 3, 2, 1. Inhale, take it into your upward dog. Exhale, extend the hips back into a downward facing dog. On your next in-breath, step your right foot in between the hands. Stay nice and high on the tippy toes of the back foot. Raise yourself up into a high lunge. Tilting the hips in, so you want your right hip to draw back, your left hip to draw forwards. Tilt the pelvis under. Exhale, tap the back knee. Inhale to lift. Exhale, just to tap. Inhale to rise. Exhale, tap it down. 2 more. Inhale. Exhale, tap it down. Good job. Last one. Inhale to lift. Exhale to lowers. Inhale, back up. Exhale, planting your hands. Step it back into a high plank. Nice and strong. Holding. Breathe. Think about that inhale, that exhale. Nice and strong. Finding the breath. Exhale, halfway down, we're holding for 3, 2, you can drop the knees if you need, and 1, inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, hips to the sky, downward facing dog. Left foot steps in between the hands, staying on the tippy toes of the right foot, nice and strong, tilting the pelvis under, crown of the head is reaching. Exhale, tap. Inhale to lift. Exhale, tap it down. Inhale. Exhale, tap. Last 2, inhale, kick in that back knee. Exhale, drop. You can't kick a knee, I meant the heel. Exhale, drop it back down. Inhale, back up. Exhale, taking your hands back to the mat. High plank, strong. You can do it. Don't through the upper back. There's 24 hours of the day, just half an hour. Half an hour's left. We can do this. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale, lowers down for 3, 2, 1. Inhale, upward face your dog. Exhale, hips to the sky, downward facing dog. From your downward facing dog, we're going to drop down to the forearms and interlace the fingers in front of us. We've got our dolphin dips. We're going to take 10, all right? The more you walk your feet in, the more intense it is. So if you don't, if you don't want to give all of your energy just yet, then stay with the longer stance. Otherwise, as you inhale, tap the nose, and then back for 1. Tap, pushing back for 2. You can do it. Inhale, back for 3. Inhale the breath, pushing for 4. Keep going. That's 5 more, guys. Inhale for 1. Tap in, pushing back for 2. For 3. It doesn't matter how fast or how slow. For 4. And 5. Inhale back into regular downward facing dog. You can choose to stay there. You can choose to drop down to the knees if you need to. Come back to the breath. Just slowing it all down. Hopefully you can feel the heat burn. Good. Arriving back into downward facing dog if you're not already. We're going to do a tiny little bit of cardio. From here, we're going to raise the right leg to the sky and then take the right knee to the right arm and then step it back into a plank. Left knee to left arm and then switch, okay? Right knee, reach back, left knee. Make sure that you're shifting forwards into a high plank. Your hips are not in the sky. Keep the breath going. So, you're really going to target through the hip as well. Breathe. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Lifting the hips back and up, downward facing dog. Bending the knees, looking forward, step, jump or hop to the top of the mat and lengthen halfway lift. Exhale to fold. Root down through the feet, raising the hands all the way to the sky. And exhale, bringing the hands in towards the heart space. Samastiti. Okay, second one, again, we're just going to begin to work through the shoulders and the trapezius once again. Taking the arms out to the sides. Maybe you'll notice already quite quickly how heavy gravity is. We're going to take some tiny circles. So avoid doing this, super big, tiny, tiny circles, because we're just going to increase the amount of reps we're going to do. All right. So it is a great one for strengthening the trapezius quite quick. You'll notice how gravity is just doing all of the work and you're really fighting and resisting against it. Begin to reverse the circles. I don't know about you guys, but I am sweating. Woo. It's just so good to move and feel alive. Feel each and every single muscle in your body. And then take medium-sized circles. You can do it. It's just a sensation. It isn't going to last forever. You will feel so good once you finish this. I promise. Reverse the circles. My arms are killing now. But I'm in front of a camera, so I have to give it all that I've got. Usually if I was in class, I'd drop by now and start walking around the room to observe. Take big circles. Super big, super big. Woo! Make the most of the space that you have. Ooh, find that breath. And then reverse the circles in the opposite direction. Breathe. So in a short while, we've got our Yogi Burpees. Mentally prepare yourself. Let's take the arms up and overhead. Exhale to fold down. Draw in the crown of the head forwards as you lengthen through the back of the spine. Exhale as you plant your hands, step back into a high plank. Nice and strong. Breathe. From here, place your right hand onto your left shoulder. Release. Stabilize the hips, left hand onto right shoulder. Release. Right hand to right shoulder. Release. Left hand to left shoulder. Release. Inhale onto the right fingertips. Maybe you stay there, maybe you reach the right hand forwards, maybe you lift the left leg up. For 3, 2, and 1. Release it down. Left fingertips, maybe you stay, maybe you reach. Maybe you extend the right leg for 3, 2, 1. Release it down. 3 push-ups. Again, if you can't do a push-up, drop down to the knees. Exhale, lower. Inhale, back up. That's 1. Exhale, lowers. Inhale, back up. That's 2. Exhale, lowers down. Inhale, back up. That's 3. Good job. Exhale, halfway down. Hold for 3, 2, 1. Inhale, upward face. Exhale, downward face. Inhale, raise your right leg to the sky. Draw the knee in towards the nose. And then shift it back up, right leg to the sky. Inhale, knee to nose. Exhale, shift it up. 1 more. Inhale, knee to nose. And then shift it back up. Release that leg. We take it to the left side. Left leg to the sky. Shift the knee to the nose. And then lift. Inhale, knee to nose. Exhale, lift. Last one. Inhale, knee to nose. And lift in. Release the leg down. We're going to conjoin both of those actions. So, shifting ourselves forwards into a high plank. We're going to draw the right knee into the chest and then switch left knee into the chest. What we're going to do is super quick, all right? 30 seconds. Begin to run the knees into the chest. Breathe. It doesn't matter how fast or how slow that you go. Find that space. Find that stillness. Is there somewhere? Not long, guys. Can you draw the knees a little higher? 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Downward facing dog. Raising your right leg high to the sky, 3-legged. Right knee to right elbow. And then drop to the right wrist. Across to the left wrist. Up to the left elbow. Inhale to the sky. Exhale, release. Left leg into the air. Left leg across to the left elbow. Then down to the left wrist. Across to the right wrist. Up to the right elbow. Inhale to the sky. Exhales to release. Inhale, raising onto, lifting your right leg to the sky, drawing the foot in between the hands, staying on the tippy toes with the back foot. Woo! Raise yourself up. Nice and strong. Breathe. Finding this space, these thoughts, notice where you're at. Just begin to slow down the breath a little bit. As you exhale, tap the back knee. Inhale to lift. Exhale to tap. Inhale to lift. This time we're hovering the knee off the ground, just a few inches. For 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Extending the leg back up. Just make sure that you've got your balance. Lean yourself forwards and arrive into a warrior 3. Now listen carefully. Begin to draw the knee in towards the chest, nice and slowly. Keep the knee bent, knees into the chest. We're going to work with some internal and external rotation drills. So from here, keep the ankle flexed. We're going to externally rotate the hip and then begin to rotate ourselves over as if we're coming into a half moon. Okay, extend the leg back and then draw the knee back into the chest. Slowly come in the way that you came. Draw the knee back in. Focus on the balance. 2 more like this. External rotation of the hip. Then begin to rotate the chest as if you're coming into a warrior, into your half moon. Extend the leg. Draw the knee back into the chest and twist yourself all the way back around. Knee into the chest. Last one. Exhale. Take the knee out to the side and then begin to twist it all the way back. And this time, lost my balance. This time, begin to stay in your half moon. So the hand, if possible, does not reach the ground. So you're working with that gravity. For 3, for 2, and 1. Begin to drop the hips down as you place both hands onto the mat. You can take a bend into the standing leg if you need to, just taking it into a hamstring stretch for our standing splits. So make sure you're not in a 3-legged dog. That standing leg wants to be as close to the hands as possible. Breathe. Keeping the back leg nice and lifted. And it doesn't matter how far that you get, it just matters that you feel the stretch. Okay, we're going to start to work through the glute. Tap the left knee across to the right ankle. So avoid dropping it to the mat like so, all right? You want it to just hover. Inhale to lift. Exhale to tap. Inhale to lift. Exhale, tapping it back. 2 more, inhale to lift. Exhale, tap. Last one, inhale, extend. Exhale, tap and hold for 5. Can you go low? 4, 3, 2, and 1. Inhale to extend. Step the foot all the way back and then let the right leg meet it in a high plank. Nice and strong. Breathe. Control the breath. You want to hug the abs in nice and tightly. 4, 3, 4, 2, and 1. Straight away, we're going to roll to the pinky toe side of the right foot, stack the hips and lift ourselves up into our Vashisthasana. If your wrists are hurting or your hand is shaking, you should be on the forearm. Breathe. Nice and strong. 4, 3, 2, 1. Listen carefully. From your side plank, we're going to take that left arm all the way under the right armpit. So you're reaching it back and then lifting back up. 3 more. Threading it under and then lifting back up, working through the side obliques. Inhale to twist it under and then lifting. Last one. Inhale, you twist. And lifting back up. Back into your high plank, nice and solid, nice and strong. We're nearly there. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Roll into the left side. Modify if you need to. Maybe you raise the right hand to the sky. Maybe you take the gaze up towards the top hand if it feels good. Squeeze, squeeze, squeeze everything in. Keeping the hips lifted. And then again, we're taking the right arm through the left shoulder. And then lifting it back to the sky. Inhale to thread it through. And then lifting back to the sky. Inhale to thread. And raising. Last one. Inhale to thread it through. And then lifting. Inhale back into your high plank. And then from here, we're just going to lift the hips into our downward facing dog. Whew. Taking a moment. Before we go on to the left side, we've got 10 Yogi Burpees. If you haven't done a Yogi Burpee before, please demonstrate. If you haven't, you know, I'm secretly envying you because it means that I have to do an extra one for the demonstration, all right? I'm joking. Let's take our Yogi Burpees. I'm just going to demonstrate for the first one. From our downward dog, we bend the knees, we jump forwards, we roll back, then we roll forwards, and then jump up. And then we go back, back into our downward dog, jump forwards, roll back, jump up, and expand, all right? So we've got 10, you can do it. Once we've done that, we've done the left side, we'll have our stretch off. Something to look forward to. So let's go. You're stronger than you think. Bend the knees, look forwards, jump forwards, roll back, roll forwards, and jump up for 1. Jump back, jump forwards, roll onto the back, roll forwards, jump up for 2. Jump back, jump forwards, roll back, roll up, jump up for 3. Back, forwards, roll back, roll up, 4. You can do it. Roll it back, roll up, bursting for 5 more. Back, woo. Jump up, 6, jump back, forwards, roll back, jump up, bursting for 7, If you're not feeling it, I'm concerned. 8. Last 2, give it all that you've got. Jump up. Last one, guys. You've made it this far, jump up. And all meet back in a high plank. Nice and strong. Breathe, slow down the breath. Real quick. Finding the space. If you do need to take water, take your sips. 4, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. 3 push-ups, okay? Otherwise, drop down to the knees. Exhale, lower, and lift for 1. Exhale, control the breath, and lifting for 2. I know it's hard. Exhale, lowers down. Lifting back up, that's 3. Exhale, hips to the sky, downward facing dog. Take a big inhale through the nose. And exhale, sigh it out. Inhale through the nose. Exhale, sigh it out. Awesome. Raising the left leg to the sky, step it in between the hands, staying on the tippy toes of the back foot. Raise yourself up, high lunge. You're lucky because if it was my hour class, we have 3 rounds of those. 30 burpees. Nice and strong. Exhale, tap the back knee down. Just feel alive, feel this energy. Exhale, tap. Inhale to lift. Exhale, hover and hold. Tilt, tilt, tilt. I noticed my form wasn't great just then. 4, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Straightening the back leg, lean yourself forwards. Your legs are gonna feel like jelly. Raise yourself up into warrior 3. Try and avoid a back bend. You've got it lifted, nice and strong. Breathe. So the best time to do any sort of exercise like this is first thing in the morning when you've not had breakfast and you will be burning off exactly what your body fat is rather than anything that you've eaten. Begin to slowly draw the knee into the chest. Keep it lifted. Find your gazing spot. Again, we're working with your internal and external rotation of the hip. As you exhale, keeping the ankle flexed, begin to externally rotate the leg out to the side, and then imagine you're moving through like a ninja karate pose. And then extending, woo, my balance, extending the leg back. Don't worry about the balance. Inhale, knee in towards the chest, and then come in the same way you went out. What I mean about don't worry about the balance is don't worry if you fall out. It's quite a big part of the move, all right? Strong through the left leg, second round, externally rotating the hip. And then you begin to arrive back into your half moon variation. Knee into the chest. Draw yourself back in the same way you came in. Last one, externally rotating the hip. Send it back. And then, ooh, my knees, my legs are like jelly. Maybe you open the arms out, but avoid touching the mat so it's nice and active. 4, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Place both hands down onto the mat as you square the hips off. Keeping the right leg lifted to the sky, getting that nice hamstring stretch through the left foot and the left leg. And if you do cycle or if you do run, you know, hamstrings are probably going to feel quite tight. So don't take it personally. As you exhale, let's tap the right knee across to the left ankle. And then raise. Avoid dropping. Exhale, you're tapping it. And then lifting. Inhale to tap. And then you're lifting back up. Last one. Exhale, tap and hold. 4, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Inhale to re-extend. Step the foot all the way back. High plank. Last little bit of, you know, core, forearms Where your right hand is, drop your right forearm, and then drop your left forearm. So we're in this low plank. From here, we're just going to take little pulses with the hips. So just begin to pulse through the hips, nice and strong. Protraction of the shoulder blades. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Twist over to the right and then twist over to the left. Over to the right, over to the left. Keep the hips low. Over to the right, over to the left. 2 more rounds. Over to the right, over to the left, over to the right, over to the left. Back into your regular plank and then lifting the hips high, downward facing dog. Bending your knees, looking forward, step, jump or hop through and sit down. Hard work is done, guys. Take a drink if you need to. And just begin to extend the legs out in front, taking some nice forward fold, some nice twists, keeping the toes extended towards the face. If you do have tight hamstrings or lower back pain, you can hold onto the shins or you can bend the knees, but keep the toes flexed. Inhale, taking the arms up to the sky. Exhale, hinging forwards. Inhale to lengthen and exhale, forward fold, any amount. Just allowing the breath to soften. Allowing the mind to arrive back into this space of stillness. Inhale, lifting the head and the chest. Drawing the right knee into the chest, keeping the left toes flexed. We're taking the right hand behind the back and then drawing the left hand up and over for a twist. If you have the bind and you'd like to take the bind, feel free, but most probably now you just want to get off the video. You're like, oh, I'm knackered or whatever. But it's such a great feeling when you find this movement with the body. When you find out that you're so much more than what you're capable of or what you thought that you was capable of. You know, do more than just exist. Inhale back through to center. Nice little hip opener. Just take your right ankle on top of the left thigh. Now, if this is a deep enough hip stretch already, then please stay there. You don't want to be messing around with the knees or anything. Otherwise, draw that left shin in so you're coming into your fire log pose. If you're in the full fire log, we're going to walk ourselves forwards any amount and just lower ourselves down. If your leg is extended out, then same thing, you're just lowering yourself forwards any amount. Just be mindful of the ankle on the top of the calf, on the top of the thigh rather. It may feel a little bit bony. And this is actually a great stretch for anyone who suffers from sciatica, anything like that. It's really good. Sciatica, trapped nerve issues. Inhale, lifting the head and the chest and walking yourself back. And then we'll switch the sides, so extending the right leg out, draw the left foot into the chest, keeping the right toes flexed. Left hand comes behind the back, right hand comes up and over for your twist. Think about using the inhale to create some space and then using the exhale to take the twist a little bit deeper, separating the belly from the thigh so you've got that room, taking the gaze over the left shoulder. Twisting, it's really, really good for detoxification and digestion, especially first thing in the morning prior to you having breakfast. Awesome. Inhale back through. Same variation with the hip stretch. Taking the left foot or the left ankle on top of the right thigh, drawing the right leg in. Again, even if you didn't have knee pain on the opposite side, but you have knee pain here, you want to take the variation. Inhale to lengthen and exhale, walk yourself away any amount. You can keep the leg extended and still walk away if you need to. Try and keep both sit bones, both glutes in towards the mat. Grounding yourself down, keeping the ankles flexed. Inhale, lifting yourself back up. And then releasing. We'll just take one Baddha Konasana, soles of the feet together, the knees apart. And just begin to grab a hold of the big toes with the peace fingers and the thumb as you open the feet out like a boat. If it's too much to have the the feet close into the groin, keep your legs further away like a diamond shape. In fact, let's all do that. Let's keep the legs further away so it's more of a rounding. Inhale to lengthen, and then exhale. Round yourself down any amount. Just letting it out through the back of the body. You know, as we sweat, it's the practice of purification as we let go of any impurities in the body, anything that doesn't serve us. Awesome. Peeling yourself back up. Give yourself a good clap, guys. I can't clap too loud because, you know, my neighbours, sometimes they go a little bit crazy. But thank you so much. You did it. It is FITFLO, so unfortunately we don't get like the massive Savasana. But if you need Savasana, feel free to use this time for 10 minutes. If some of you don't work until 9 o'clock, lay down for half an hour. Just make sure you don't fall asleep. Thank you so much for tuning in. I'm just going to be here for like another minute or so answering any questions if any of you have got any. But yes, have the best day. I promise you that you're going to feel so much better. You'll feel amazing now. Grab some sugar, make sure that you get a good drink, make sure that you're keeping your energy levels up. If you haven't had breakfast already, then enjoy it with so much wonder and curiosity. Big love to each and every one of you. Take care. Rest well. Love and light. Thank you guys so much. You know, if it wasn't for you, I wouldn't be here. And I'm feeling it as well, like I'm so sweaty and everything now, so well done. It's not just you guys that feel it too. Even though we do it all the time, it never gets easier. Maybe one day. You can do it, guys. Well done. Thank you. All of you, thank you so much. Thank you, Zoe. I appreciate you tuning in, waking up, all of you. It's not the easiest thing to get up to. Enjoy your Savasana if you're laying down. Yeah, if you have got any other questions, any other comments or anything, please, just let me know, reach out. But have the best rest. So much love to all of you. Hopefully I'll see you all virtually soon. Otherwise, rest well and take care. Thank you guys. Big love.